So, boys, no look passengers, bro. What episode is this? Like 10?
10.
Episode
10?
10?
I don't even remember.
I'm bringing this one in different.
Where we,
Oh, it's that time?
This one's for Cam, really. Shout out to Party
Father
Dad,
of the Year.
Shout out to Daytona Beach.
Volume 3.
Let's just let it play a little bit.
Oh, no. This
You know what it is? Yeah.
No
My
passing.
second son just got born. My daddy duties just doubled. I got a family to protect, so when I'm sliding it's subtle. Father of the Year. Just ask Truman and Miles. 7 mixtapes later, I perfected the style. I remember when I told them about my dream, they was laughing, but the joke was on them. I'm the one that followed my passion. I juggle home life and work life, somehow I'm still rapping. Wanna leave a fortune to my son, so every day I be stacking. Bought a home to raise my kids, we ain't living out rentals. I'm looking deadly as ever, mustache like Burt Reynolds. Yeah, it used to be Casio, now it's Apple on my wristwatch. If they ain't pulling for the team, it's kick rocks. I'm rocking Carhartt, not Chrome Heart. Might be driving a minivan, but I'm driving it like Dale Earnhardt. I'm like a chef in the studio, and I ain't talking about Phantom. It's only homies on my records, I ain't collabing with randoms. This that food for thought, y'all be dropping junk like Lil Debbie. This that pasta and garlic bread, I should be working at Eddie's. And shout out B-May, he hit me with that no look pass. I'm a different man from 5 years ago, and no looking back. See, I be aging like wine, man, this Caucasian can rhyme. They been waiting on volume 3, I just
Why
been
this
taking my
Caucasian
time.
can rhyme?
Wait is over, my pockets
Come on,
looking
man.
overweight.
Shout out Party
Father of the
Mike,
Year, another trophy in my
Shout out
trophy
to the
case.
shout out.
Yeah.
Yo, let's just reflect
Father
on
of
that
the
a
Year,
little
another
bit.
trophy in my trophy case.
Let's just talk about like
The
just
bitch getting
real
full,
quick.
man.
The man
Have to put them carpenter
is
skills
really
to the
good
test and
at
build
rapping,
another trophy
obviously.
case, you know what I'm
But
saying?
not only that, but like he's like his whole persona, like his whole thing
It's
is like
him,
his
bro.
real fucking life.
Volume
Yeah.
3.
You know what I mean? Like it's dope. I like it.
Yeah.
He just gets better and better and better. Like, you know, we've known him for a long time. That shit, like, he was always good at rapping, but just like the overall quality and everything of that is just way better than I've heard in a while. So,
Just the realness, the passion, and like actually knowing him and like
yeah.
knowing he's a dad and like
Yeah. I think
that's like one dude who like you know, there's like people who you look up to almost, you know what I'm saying, like inspire to be like, you know, like that's one guy, bro. That's a solid dude right there, bro. Like
for sure.
Yeah, he's
not
a
to
good
get
guy.
too serious, but
No, he's a good guy. He's always been
that's a
like,
good dude
he's always been very supportive
of everything,
us.
bro. He's just a solid
and that's
dude,
why
bro.
we've always been supportive of, like, it's like love. You know, it's
I don't know when that's coming out. I don't know when the I hope he doesn't get mad for me playing it. I don't think
I
he
mean,
will.
what if this gets
Actually,
like,
I texted him and asked
Either
him if I
way,
could
it's a
do it,
shout.
but-
what if this podcast hit like a milli or some shit? Like,
Just
technically,
don't
he got to.
copyright strike me, Party Mike. You know,
Yeah,
Yeah.
Let us live, you know what I'm
Technically,
saying?
if we hit a mill and we get that friendly copyright, then he can, you know, make some money off the shit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody eats at the table.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's intro to Pod Boys. Shout out to Party Mike. No Look Passengers, episode 10 is a Sunday, real life time. We got I'm watching wrestling. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I put the pay-per-view on the TV. Big wrestling event. I know you guys ain't into it, but
So if you ever,
look
if
at
you guys
look
ever
at this,
see,
bro. That's 90,000 people right there. That's crazy.
If you guys ever
listen,
see
man,
Brenton like
that's what you
or
like.
B-May looking up, like that's what he's doing.
Yeah.
But
We
it's
gotta
also
wrestle
like it's also one of them things where like these guys don't watch wrestling, and it's like one of them things where like people think it's not corny or weird, but like if you're not into it, you're not into it.
Yeah, it's simple
Yeah.
as that.
No,
So
I don't
it's
think
like-
it's corny or weird.
This is gonna be one of those things where like when something happens, I can be like, hey guys, like look at this, and it'll be cool to show y'all some cool shit. But
My thing
it
is,
ain't really
like,
going on. You know, this is the pre-show right
Yeah,
now.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But
My thing is like it's what you're into, man. It's like one of your
Nah, it's
things,
cool.
you know. Like some of the shit that I do or I like is probably corny to other people. Or,
and yesterday, I know we talked about it a little bit on the last pod, but college football came back. I know you guys said you guys aren't.
I
too
like
into
I,
it,
I
but-
like college football better than the NFL.
It's just that the atmosphere, bro. Of like,
Yeah,
just like
it's
I don't
people
know,
still trying to
felt
make
cool,
it.
like watching it. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm ready for like NFL football, but I think more than that, I'm ready for fall.
oh
Yeah,
I'm
dude.
so
Ready for the
fall.
summer to be over, bro. Like
It's been so hot.
this one's been tough.
It is so, dude. I was
And the worst part, it's like usually like hot and humid. It's not even been raining, so
No.
like it's not even that humid right now. It's just
it's a dry.
it's just heat, hot.
just hot.
and
yeah,
it's like,
dude.
ugh.
And like we really can't say anything on the grand scheme of thing about a hot like climate.
Yeah, because it's not even 100 degrees, and
It's not even 100.
people on the West Coast. Oh, not to change the subject completely off the wall, but callback to a couple pods ago when I was telling y'all that the Earth is our biggest enemy. I don't know if you've seen it, but California got hit by the first hurricane in like 80 some years, and like it was just crazy. Like that doesn't happen.
Have we talked about that on the pod yet?
No,
I don't
in
think
fact,
so.
I don't think so.
We might as well get into it. Who feels like something's brewing just overall with the world right now? Because I do.
Dude, listen, not to get too conspiracy, but it's about to be election time again next year. You had all the Montgomery stuff happen. You have like the world climate going on. You have the Hawaii fires. You have the California hurricane. Donald Trump's getting arrested. Like
Mugshot going
Joe
crazy.
Biden's falling asleep in another meeting. Like, what is going on? Like, there's something brewing. Like, something in the pot is like.
I don't really look at things like that. Like, I don't look.
You don't see it like that?
Nah, I don't really look
I
at.
try
like,
not to, but like it's kind of hard to ignore.
I don't think like I see these bad things happening, and you know everyone knows what we're talking about. The California hurricane, earthquake at the same time.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, but I don't look at it as like this is a warning sign that something's about to happen.
Not necessarily a warning
it's just
sign,
like
but
a change. It's just like you can feel the energy of everything.
Yeah, you
change.
can kind of like. It's almost like trying to like look at history being written in real time.
Yeah, because
like the story being written, like
look at
what are the
history.
setups to like something big happening and everything that happened before
Sure.
it,
Let me mute
and then
that.
the whole COVID-2 thing.
I still ain't heard nothing about that. You're the first one that
Dude,
said
I'm
anything.
telling you, it's
It's
people
going
are
crazy on the internet right now.
yeah, it's going. People are
So
going crazy about it.
are we
again.
crazy that we've gotten so used to just living kind of a more laid back? Like things have gotten crazy over the past like 10 years, really, but we're so used to things being a certain way and being normal and just kind of being easy in a way that are we crazy to think that if we look at like the course of history, like something else has got to happen.
It does, right?
Yeah,
You know
like
what I'm
some
saying?
some
Like, it
other
has
bad
to.
shit has to
I
happen.
think that you guys
But the
are.
world. My bad, not to cut you off. Finish.
I think that you guys are looking at things on the internet, whether it's COVID-2 or this or that. I think things normally for people are pretty normal. Like, life has been pretty easy, if you want to say, like, easy for Americans for the past, like, 200 years.
I mean, probably since World War II. I wouldn't give you that much, but
Well,
yeah,
yeah.
since
Okay,
the
that's
Great
fair.
Depression,
That's
like,
fair, yeah.
we've
Like,
definitely been, not
so, like,
comparative.
but
to
the
other
difference
places.
is the difference is y'all have your phones in your hand all the time, and the media is telling you COVID-2. Oh shit! California's having a hurricane. This. Bro, if we were living where we're at right now, 100 years ago, like it wouldn't.
Well, that I don't think.
I think
as
what I'm
people,
saying-
we're not supposed to know everything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think what
Like-
I'm saying is get more of your news from your neighbor rather than your phone.
But
Because like
what if your
everything's good in
neighbor's
my
on some-
life, everything's good in y'all's life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm pretty good at taking things with a grain of salt. I'm like, I listen to my dad. Like, he gets so tore up watching the news and shit. I'm like, Dad, they're trying to make you mad. That's their whole thing.
Yeah.
Well, I'm pretty good with that, knowing that, okay, it's probably exaggerated. They're probably trying to scare us for whatever reason. But for me, it's like the fact that they're going to the extent to do all that. Like, why?
That's how they make money. That's how media makes money. It's
Yeah,
by
but it's
scaring
like
you.
there's got to be another agenda behind all
Listen,
this shit.
I'm telling
man.
y'all, there's this central bank theory that y'all have to get on,
I've heard it.
which is like literally from the beginning. I mean, the revolution. Like we're not really independent. You know what I'm saying? Like
Well, we're definitely not really independent anymore. We might
it's
have
just
been for a while.
it's crazy. I don't want to get clipped. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah, I don't know. I don't
It's,
really.
it's cool to think about though. I don't read that stuff and like get scared because like you said, it's not gonna necessarily bother me in my everyday life.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's just fun to think about. Like, oh man, something's
Yeah,
happening.
it is-
And
it
if
is
you could
fun to,
be
like-
and if you can like not predict it, but like if you can be ahead of something bad happening, then you're prepared.
I guess. I just don't. I don't know. I don't get behind the whole like. Oh man, like something big is brewing. Like I don't really get behind all that.
Just, listen, man, just think about.
I mean, I don't want to, but like, what if
tighten
it
up.
does? Then you're gonna feel like, man, I wasn't
Well,
prepared.
okay.
crazy.
When it does, if it does, either way, I'm gonna say, man, that was crazy. Either way, like if I said that I caught it in 2023, or if Either way, I'm
You're
like,
gonna say, yeah, you're really gonna be saying it's crazy when they got you shirtless with a log over your head, hitting
sure.
you.
I'm gonna be like, damn, that's crazy. That's exactly my thought.
I don't know what's gonna happen.
Not to take it grim and like go back to wrestling, but R.I.P. to Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, that happened.
A young Wyndham Rotunda.
Rest in peace to any young person that lost
It's sad,
their life
bro.
too early.
2 points right here I want to talk about. One, they said he died of a heart attack. He had a health condition. He got COVID. It kind of like inflamed the condition, and you know that's how he passed. Which you know sucks, especially like COVID. Like it is serious, but like you said, I don't know. Not to get too you know grim about it, but bigger issue, bro. Like it's weird seeing like a celebrity or you know. Bray Wyatt was a wrestler, and y'all know that we just said that's my shit. We're seeing someone who you like. You know, I felt the same way. What made me think about this is this one. You know, him passing away made me feel the same way of like when Mac Miller passed away.
Yeah,
it's like it hurt. Like it
I
hurts
know.
you in your soul, but it's like I didn't know him. You know, he wasn't my family, but it's like he has kids. He left behind a wife and a kid. He was only 36.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like a great guy, like just a great human being, period. And it's like, it's just weird, you know, like it sucks seeing like a good person leave this earth too soon. And
Mac Miller was the first like celebrity death that really like.
Yeah, it's only a couple, you know what I'm saying? But it's odd. It's weird. Like it's,
I know how you feel.
You feel funny.
Do you feel like Mac Miller, you know, since he was one of your favorite rappers, do you feel like it's a little bit, do you feel like you knew him more because he was so open in his music that you listened to all the time?
I think Mac Miller especially was like at a time when like I was probably in the 8th grade, finding out about his mixtapes. He's rapping about like skipping high school.
Just relatable.
Like,
it's just so relatable.
And like as I'm getting older, he's getting older. As he's
You're relating to the problems
with real life
differently.
shit, I'm experimenting with real life shit, and it's like it was kind of weird. Of like, you know, it was relatable. Every album got deeper and like you know I understand. You know, it was just weird.
Yeah.
And it like it hurt. Like yeah, because like when you're sad or you're having a bad day, you listen to music and it gives you a thing. And like if that was that was my guy. So it's like. That's who I listen to all the time. And it's like, I'll never forget where I was at. I was at the Ingles Deli working.
Yeah.
And like, I seen it on my phone and like, I got sick to my stomach, bro. Like,
No, because like,
I went outside and like, so just sat there for like an hour, bro.
There's even another level to Mac Miller's passing for us is like, you know, being like who we are and where we're at. There's just something about the white guy rapping.
True.
That
it was
like,
just so relatable.
that we like look up to.
Yeah.
We're like, wow, he made it in an industry that he wasn't supposed to make
and
it
in. He taught me how to like.
Not only that, but he was embraced. Like he was one of the most
he
embraced
would talk
white
about
rappers.
Big L. He would talk about like, I mean, that's what made me go back and listen to old rap music was hearing him talk about like crazy producers and like, you know, it started making me wanting to make beats when he had the whole Larry Fisherman producer page and like, like,
but what was his
it's
like
weird.
jazz or whatever he did? He had like Larry Fisher,
Larry Fisherman,
music,
Delusional
and then there was,
Thomas.
No, there was another one, bro. It was like
I know what you're talking about.
like house, like jazz music.
I forget.
I'll
what
tell
it
you
was,
one
but
that
know
tore
what
me
you're
up a
talking
little
about.
bit with the Mac Miller thing was whenever Charlemagne asked Schoolboy Q about Mac Miller's passing, and Schoolboy just like broke down.
They were like close.
Yeah,
bro.
dude. That shit hurt my feelings, dude.
Yeah, man. It's just a weird feeling because it's like.
I mean, I felt like that whenever Juice WRLD died because I loved his music. He came over to my house the day that it happened, and I was just like in my studio just listening to like all the. It's just crazy because like in his music,
B-May came over to your house.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt you. The way that sentence kind of came out, it was like Juice WRLD came over to your house.
No.
You.
Well, obviously he was passed away, but.
It did kind of sound like that, but
I didn't. He came to my house, and I was just like, I was in my feelings, man.
Yeah, bro. It's weird. I remember when Kobe died.
That hurt too, cause like
I was at the gym with my homie Jarek, and like it came on the TV, and like we're working out.
That one was just so tragic, man.
Yeah, it's just his daughter.
His daughter.
It's so weird.
I didn't think Kobe's death was real. because it was leaked by TMZ first.
Yeah.
On like Twitter.
And it's
It
just so
seemed weird,
unbelievable.
yeah.
Like he died in a helicopter crash.
Yeah,
with
it didn't seem real. Like
Yeah.
I thought that one was like, because there's all the time like fake celebrity deaths or fake, whoever death.
And growing up, whenever we did, like, Kobe's a superhero. Ain't no way a
yeah.
helicopter crash is taking out
Mhm.
the GOAT, man.
I mean, it's just, I don't know. It's surreal. It's weird. It's like, I don't know. It's crazy. Like, but rest in peace, bro. Thoughts and prayers.
Yeah.
To
You just got to look at it like
everyone,
they
families
fulfilled their purpose on Earth, and they went to a better place. Like, they didn't have to do it no more.
Like
They
and
did it already.
especially for our generation, we're never gonna not remember Kobe.
I know.
Oh yeah,
Like
never.
it's bigger than like, oh, like he's like, don't forget, or like
I think that's the
bro, every time I shoot a wadded up piece of paper
Kobe,
in a basket, I still say Kobe. Like,
and that's what it's always gonna be. Like,
yeah,
when you think of locking in and like a different kind of mentality of like,
you think of the Mamba.
yeah, it's
Like that tunnel vision, like I'm focused on this one thing, and
Yeah,
ain't
you wanna
nothing-
be the greatest
Nothing's
you-
gonna stop me.
not the grace, but you want to be the greatest. You get in your head and you compete against yourself like Kobe,
Yeah.
and you drop 81.
Not only that, but like every day, I still see motivational things that he said.
Oh yeah, and not to like
And they
always
fire me up.
be the motivational guys, but like
I'm
that's the
kinda
goal,
on that, yeah.
like when like I want to leave something, I want to leave a legacy of like,
Yeah,
I want to inspire someone. If I can, inspire someone to like chase something that they love doing, then that's enough for me, bro. Like
Yeah.
that's cool. That's a fulfilling.
I also think that unfortunately, when Kobe was in the league and when Kobe was like doing and saying all those motivational things, or like grind set. I don't really want to use that term, but I don't know another word for it. At the time, it was kind of underappreciated.
Oh, it definitely was.
And now that he passed, everyone's like, "Oh my God!" Like,
because
I
it's
see
almost
things
How it
all the
always
time.
is, man.
Yeah.
Like, bro, how many people did you hear talking about Nipsey before he died?
none.
None.
See, I'm gonna disagree because I mean,
No.
I'll
In
even
our
say
space,
with Kobe,
yeah.
like, I'm not saying they got all the flowers they deserved.
They didn't at all.
but,
Especially
like,
Nip.
they were also people who were respected by the right people.
By the right,
You
yeah,
know what I'm saying?
yeah. I'm
Like,
talking about like the
the
public,
right people while they were here gave them their flowers. Like,
Like
maybe
the-
not the masses, but the right people did.
because like if you're into the stuff that we're into, then you obviously know that Nipsey was dope,
And also,
and that he did a lot for his community, and just
that's another guy too that
once
it
he
hurts-
died,
it hurt,
he became like even bigger,
yeah, it's almost
Honestly,
like everything
crazy.
he said while he was here became like
real.
almost like a prophecy.
Yeah, I know, man.
It's
weird.
like
or
It's
was
weird.
it put into perspective because he passed?
For sure, but it was like
maybe.
he was not lying.
And he lived it. You
He
know what
lived
I'm saying?
it,
Like,
man. That was him.
I think that's also another part too, bro.
That's
When
why
you-
they called him Neighborhood Nip, man.
when
Like,
you stand on what you say, and that's I want to pride myself on that. Like, you say what you believe, and then you live it. You know, like Nipsey was one of those dudes. All money in. Like that's
yeah.
like that one hurt too.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's just it's a weird feeling. It's like
Yeah, there's some celebrity deaths. It's like you can't help if you weren't on them. Like some of them was so like quick and crazy, like Pop Smoke.
yeah.
Like, of course I knew who he was before he died, but like you didn't even really have a chance to
You
like
didn't have a chance to.
deep dive, because like I'm the type of person that like I try to like go from artist to artist, the way I dive into their discography of music and everything, and it's like I don't just like one day listen to Future and one day listen to Drake. Like I'll listen to like Future for a month, I'll go back and listen to all
That's
his old shit. I'll listen to so and so for a band. It could be a band for a certain amount of time, and I'm like, I feel like I've kind of got to watch their beginning to where they are now, and I never got a chance to do that with Pop Smoke. But after he died, I was one of them people that went back and listened to his other stuff, not just the big hits, and like he was definitely going to be huge. Like he already was, but like he was going to be really, really, really.
And then it's
big.
like you look at someone like Dolph, who was,
Shit gives me chills, man.
like, it's not that he hadn't made it yet, but he didn't get to fulfill, like,
he was going to be
he would have been
huge.
just like Nip. I feel like he
Yeah.
would have left the same. It's not that he didn't, because I think he did leave the same impact, but it could have just been so much bigger because he was so independent. What he was doing with Key Glock, like everything back into him, like
he could have had a quicker rise, but he chose to do it
did a
himself.
lot for his city, like.
I remember he said something like I think it was Kevin Gates who said something about being signed to whenever Birdman wanted to sign him. He said, I want to get this shit out of the dirt like you did.
Yeah.
Young
I think
Dolph
it's
said
more
something along
rewarding that way.
Yeah. He said something along the same lines. It's like to get to where he was, the way that he did it was impressive, but
It was just
he was really on the
grinding.
brink
He was just
of
putting the work in, like.
and like just I don't know, like he funded all his own shit. Like he was smart. He was really smart. There's so many people
Shout
like
out to
that
Jim
too.
Ross, legend. Let's change it up.
Yeah, we did
Let's
start
get-
this pod a little grim,
It
Not
started off
grim.
happy and then we took a left turn,
but I will say these are
it was a
some
good
things
topic,
that like it's good to sit down for me with you guys and like talk about these things because and maybe it will help somebody in the audience,
No,
like
that's a
us
fact.
actually like opening up and talking about it.
No, that's
But it is a good thing to talk about. It is sad, but it's always good to remember people.
and I think that's the bigger thing is like it's sad, but you see them leave this great thing, so it's like you can't be sad about it because that's their legacy. You know what I'm saying? It's all about,
Like I said, if you look at the world the way that I do, if you're still here, you're still breathing, it's because there's a purpose of
Yeah,
your
it's a
own
plan,
that's meant
know?
to be for you, and you haven't fulfilled it yet. Like once
fair.
you've fulfilled your earth's purpose, it's like now it's okay because wherever we're going next has got to be better than this.
that's a fact.
Like these people left behind something that people forever. It's like I think Cole Bennett said, he's like, there will never be a time in history where someone's not listening to a Juice WRLD song.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
Like there's millions of people listening to him right now, and even though he's not here, the stuff the struggle and depression and dealing with these things that he dealt with as a person,
It's there.
there's
you know what I'm saying?
always
It's-
people
it's-
who are going to be able to relate to that.
His real
and get-
estate's there. It's just like this podcast, bro. Like
Yeah.
The blueprint is there as well.
all the time.
This is kind of on the same subject, but switching it up a little bit. How do you guys feel about people having albums released after their passing?
It depends.
It depends on a lot of different
You can
things.
tell when it's manufactured.
I'll tell you what I
And
hate.
I think if it's
I personally don't care for it. Like I don't want to hear.
It's never as good as if the artist was here because, like, let's be honest,
They're not in the studio with the people making the album.
and
That's a fact.
and they're not choosing what they they don't get to pick and choose anymore, and
Yeah.
they're using songs that never released for a reason. I feel like most of them, like, sure, there might be a hit in the vault that they say we're not releasing this till this, but in reality, they're releasing a bunch of throwaway songs and they're putting people on there. They're getting verses from people that probably wouldn't necessarily have made the cut if the artist was still alive. It's just weird. The only time that I feel
feels
like
like
it's
a
a good.
label puts-
They're
Well, I
trying to
think-
make
It's like
money
a
off of
last
someone who's
cash grab.
dead.
Well, what
Yeah.
I was gonna say is sometimes it's okay because their family is getting the money.
A lot of times their family is the one coordinating everything, and like they're getting the money. Like, whenever like X died,
That's the one I was literally thinking of
man,
when I
like
said
that hurt me too because like you saw this guy who obviously you can't say that he didn't do some bad things. R.I.P. to X, but like
Yeah.
whenever he was still alive, he was trying to change it, and he
Yeah,
was
man.
changing as a person.
I
And,
actually I have DMs from X on Twitter.
This is crazy. Yeah.
I was trying to get him to come to the Camp Cam party. And
He said he
this
would.
he said he would. I asked him the price, bro. In 2016,
Whenever he was just like,
he was still making like Twitter videos of him running into Taco Bell beating the fuck out of people. Yeah. He said it would $1,200 and he would fly here and perform.
bro, y'all could have raised the money for that.
We could have.
$10 a person, bro, no
Oh,
problem.
Yeah. And I mean, it's crazy too because like, his passing hit me a lot like the other guys too because like it's Twitter DMs, but I know
Yeah.
it's him. He didn't have
Yeah.
management at the time.
Yeah.
And like I talked to him, it's just crazy to
Yeah.
me.
It's weird.
But
It's a weird
another thing about like, are they called post-mortis albums?
No,
yeah,
posthumous.
Posthumous? Yeah,
Yeah.
my bad.
That's fine.
It's a big word.
The Kobe family is doing the same thing with Nike.
Well, see, I was about to bring that up, and it's like, it's cool that they're doing that, and if they do it right, then shout out to Nike. But Nike's also, it's
Sure, but his wife, Kobe's wife, came out and said that, like, we want to do this. We've talked to Nike, and
That's
we
what
think
I'm
it's
saying,
good
man.
for our family, our estate. Like,
they do it the right way. It will be cool.
so far, it's been
fine.
done the right way, and I respect that.
You just see labels doing tasteless things for the artists that we know that they wouldn't have advocated
like,
for.
Albums and shoes are different.
Like
because
that Grinch shoe that they dropped, like a few months after he passed, without clearing it with his fam. Like that was kind of weird.
that one was shitty. I'll give you that.
It's
That
just,
one was bad.
If they
But,
do it
like,
right and make up for it, then cool.
The
But
newest one, the Halos, the all white
those are sweet.
8s, I
yeah,
think.
yeah.
That's great. It's
Yeah.
paying homage. And then they did the one for Gigi. They did that whole shoe.
Yeah.
I love that. And like the reason I don't like the albums is because I feel like the artist wasn't in the room.
It don't
to clear
feel like
things.
it was.
But then there's stuff like, not to take it way back, there's like Machiavelli, the Machiavelli album, which
Yeah.
was like
I
clearly
don't know
Tupac.
too much about it.
Clearly Tupac.
Yeah.
But it was done. And I think it was meant to come out after he
Yeah.
died.
Oh, really?
So it's like, it's weird. It's like,
Yeah.
I don't.
there's also an art to that, like,
That's
what if someone
strange.
makes the album to
It's
like,
strange.
hey, here's 3 albums for 10 years after I die for my family.
That's crazy.
But I mean, if you're making all these songs, why not?
Yeah. And also, while you're alive, you are scared of dying.
That's
Whether
some
it's
next level. That's like
whether
some
it's
next-
like gang related
next level.
shit or like health issues or whatever it might be, to have the foresight of
I
doing
think that
that
was
is
just an artist. You know what I'm saying? As
Yeah.
an artist, like to have that foresight. But that's
I
also,
feel like his
it's
whole
also
legacy.
another crazy thing to even write an album for, like when you die.
But his
Yeah.
whole legacy, like, he knew that he was becoming such like a big figure and like an activist and everything, that like as an activist, that there's a good chance that people are going to want you dead. Like, as in Tupac's shoes, what he was like preaching, and he was kind of one of them people that was bigger than the music. Kind of like some other people have been, but like he knew people wanted him dead, and he knew that there was a good chance, being who he was, that he was going to die at some point. Like, I don't even think that it was a beef. It wasn't even beef with. We know
see
it wasn't
where, like,
Biggie's crew. Like,
The Las Vegas police just went into like some dude's house looking for like a gun or something in the Tupac murder. This was,
recently.
yeah, like 2 weeks ago.
yeah, dude. So what I'm saying is like,
It's weird.
I almost feel like
We're
it
28
was a
minutes
setup.
into,
Okay.
So
Yeah.
we can break and come back happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
want to?
I'm happy. That's
Nah,
a good
it's cool.
combo.
It's just a weird, it's just a. That's not cool, but
I think it is something that
you should talk about it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
should be
saying?
talked about.
So, shout out Daytona Beats, we back. Shout out Daytona Beats. Shout out Eddie's Pizza. Shout out Party Mike. Shout out.
Bush Peach. Are you off the peaches?
Nah, it's just they're coming to an end.
I know.
We
Should we
bought-
talk about that on the pod?
I mean, we bought them all out of KG's, bro. Like, there's none left at KG's.
Walmart had them on clearance.
Oh yeah,
Oh, we
they're
should've
on the way
scooped 'em.
out.
Should have scooped.
They were all gone within like 2 days.
R.I.P. to Bush Peach.
I saw a video on my
Inside
phone.
scoop, I heard it's Bush Watermelon next year. You know what I'm saying? Shout out NLP. Just go ahead and give us a sponsorship, Bush. I'm already inside the business. Just tell me. I mean, just whatever.
I had a video on my phone from last year with the Bush apples.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I still like the apple was cool, but
I
the
didn't-
peach was. I like the peach.
Yeah, the
Trevor
peach is
didn't like the
great.
peach, but
I didn't dislike it. I liked the apple better.
Really?
Yeah.
I've still got my little
Apple was my shit.
I still got my little suitcase at the house of peaches.
excellent.
Just slowly.
We don't want to drink them out too
You
fast.
just
When does
Just so
beer
they're
go
there.
bad?
it takes
It
a while.
It does.
It's alcohol, so like
takes a while.
Does it even go bad, or
It
does
does
it
go
just
bad,
turn
though.
to wine?
It
No.
it turns green.
I didn't know that, but
Yeah.
I did know that it goes bad. My
It
dad
gets like a green tint to it.
Yeah,
like
my
not
dad
good.
had an old truck that he bought from this guy. It was an old Ford Ranger, and after he bought it, he was cleaning it out, and there was like a beer underneath the driver's seat.
Yeah.
Old beer, like this was
Logo
back in
was
like
different.
Yeah, this was back in like 2005, 2006,
Yeah.
and the logo was from like
90
95,
97,
96. Yeah. But yeah, he was like, I don't know. Me and my dad have a weird relationship where it's like, you know, he'll just ask me things when I'm 7 years old that he's like, "You think this beer's bad?" I'm like, I don't know, try it. Like, but beer can definitely go bad.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Definitely can go bad.
But even if it is bad, you can still get drunk off of it.
Probably more drunk.
It's like it's not like it gets, I mean, I don't know, to a certain point it probably does, but like when one's getting bad, it's like, yeah, it's bad, but it still ain't terrible. You know what I mean?
I've had some like couple month-old beers in the fridge where I was like down bad. I was like, I'll try them.
Kind of flat almost.
Not even really
Nah.
flat, but like you can really tell that it's not the same.
It's not. It doesn't hit. It's
They
like,
have a Best Buy date for sure. I don't know if they have an expiration, but they have a Best Buy.
Yeah, the Best Buy
Yeah.
for best taste consumed by
Yes. Yeah.
whatever.
Not the
Consumed 7 seconds after opening.
keep refrigerated. All right,
What's up,
boys?
boys?
What y'all got?
What you want to talk about?
we're gonna talk about that weird ass thing that we both saw.
Yeah, we could talk about
Yeah,
that.
okay.
We're going right back into the death.
I mean, kind of. Damn, bro. Don't put it like that.
No, but this is just quick. This is just a quick
Just
little thing
quick.
that's crazy.
So I saw this thing where a coroner that goes into people's houses after they die naturally, you know, maybe they just die
It's
in their
Theo
house.
Von, right? That
Yeah, it was on Theo
Shout
Vaughn's
him out, you know what I'm
podcast.
saying?
Yeah.
Shout out to Theo.
repost the clip.
Yeah.
boys up.
It was on Theo Vaughn's podcast, but like he had a coroner on there, and that he would go into people's houses after they died. And, you know, they didn't figure out that they were dead after, you know, it could have been 3 days, it could have been 2 weeks, but he said that the pets will just eat their owner. Cats especially, like you go in there 2 days later, they're like halfway into
That's
the
why
person's
I hate
head.
cats, bro.
He said
Cats
like cats love you because you feed them and everything. Sorry, Gabe, this is gonna hurt your feelings. But they like might love you, but they don't love you enough. Like they're already scheming. They're like whenever he dies, I'm eating his head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was also saying that, like, you know, they're not just eating you to eat you. Like, it's not personal, but, like, the dog or the cat is going to get hungry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If, like, you don't have contact with a lot of people in your life and you lay there deceased
2 days,
for
yeah.
2 days.
Said the dogs will hold out for a long time because
Yeah.
they really don't want to do it.
Yeah.
And he said that, like, for whatever reason, Labrador retrievers, they'll just die.
Man's best friend.
And cats are the worst, bro.
Cats are. Listen, I love Gabe too, bro. But I mean, I'm not a. I've never
I don't
liked
hate
cats.
them. I mean,
I've never.
they're
went
like
to
a
I
cool
just
somebody's-
don't trust them.
yeah.
Yeah, they're so deceiving.
You know what the best animal is, though?
Dog?
I mean, yeah, obviously,
Really, they are.
yeah. But if I was rich, you know what I definitely would have?
Don't say something crazy.
Nah, man. I rock with a koi fish, man.
Well, you don't got to be rich to get a certain koi.
A little koi fish
Bro,
pond.
that is not a pet.
It's a pet.
Fish are not pets, bro.
You gotta feed it.
They're kind
That
of like
doesn't make it a
kind of
pet.
like
gotta
they're
take
kind of
care
like
of
a what I would call a display pet.
Yeah, it's a display
Nah,
piece in
I
your
like a
house.
koi
Yeah, I have a
fish
koi
pond.
fish pond. Yeah,
That'd
cool.
be fine. Just the whole little rocks.
What are you gonna do? Go out there and talk to your koi fish?
No, but I meditate by it.
That's not
Think
a pet.
about it. Just where I came from.
What is what? If
I
you
used to
had,
not have a koi fish pond. Now I got a koi fish pond. Just retrospect. Think about growth.
All right, Trev.
Y'all don't like a koi fish, bro?
I don't care about a fish.
That's fire, bro. Koi fish ponds is crazy.
If money wasn't an object, and you could have any exotic animal as a pet in the world, what would it be?
Well, it's weird because like I'm not one of them type of people that I think certain animals need to be left alone. Like some,
Yeah,
you
I'm
don't,
not putting a tiger in
You
my
don't.
crib,
You don't
bro.
need a tiger.
Okay,
you don't
yeah,
need.
but, like,
You don't need a chimpanzee.
I don't-
I'm
I'm
thinking
not
of
getting a
like.
monkey.
I'm thinking of like. Hold on. I'm thinking of like if it could like consider all of those things, but like what would your pet be like?
Bro, like the
Probably
coolest,
just a dog.
the
still.
coolest exotic pet I feel like is a chameleon.
Nah, I'm not.
Yeah,
I don't-
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
like
Never find it.
reptiles.
You could never find
That's
it.
not true, bro. I've had a chameleon. It
blends
just
in,
it wasn't like a really expensive
You-
one.
Are you gonna let it roam?
I would like if I was really rich, I would have like a free roam exhibit around my house, like vines and branches, and
That's
you could just
crazy.
chill. Yeah, well, there's people who've done it. So there's these chameleons. They're like called panther chameleons, and they're the ones that get like red and blue, and
yeah.
They come from different places in like Madagascar and stuff. They're so cool, and the panthers, they get like big, and they're really chill. Like they don't bite you or nothing. They just they just hang out. They're just really hard to take care of because like any little thing can stress them out, and they'll just.
Also, you have to have like the temperature. Like a lot of reptiles, you have
Some
to
of
have
them.
like the right temperature, humidity.
For them, it's good because like where they live in the rainforests and the jungles and stuff, where they're from, some of them like their temperatures only got to be like in the 70s.
Yeah.
So that's like a house temperature,
Yeah.
Some of them are cool, but like, I mean, I can get one of those tomorrow if I want. So I wouldn't really consider that. I don't know, man. Like, wouldn't it be cool to have like an octopus?
I had to look this up because
No.
this is what I started thinking about.
It's the same way I feel about the fish.
When you
like,
got
I
on
don't
that,
think it would be
you
cool.
know what would be terrifying, bro? Seeing one of these out in the wild, bro. A Komodo dragon.
Oh,
bro, they literally have like diseases in their mouth.
Yeah.
Dog.
Like they bite you and give you gonorrhea or something. No, I swear, bro.
Look at this thing, bro. Like, imagine walking out and this dude being outside, dog.
No.
That thing can run like close to 30.
This dude is drooling, bro.
And it's like
that's got like venom coming
that's
out
like
of his mouth.
3 mollies big.
Nah,
Dude,
bro,
they get bigger than that. They're like real life dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Some of them are like
170 to 200 pounds, dog.
Yeah, that's insane.
They only run 12 miles an hour, though.
I
How
can't-
fast is that?
That's faster than me, I bet.
Yeah. Well, no, it's not faster than you.
I think you could.
I
12
think
miles
you
an
could
hour?
definitely push 12.
I
I think
Not
warm
for
up.
long.
You
I
gotta
bet
warm-
I bet he can push
He can do
12
it for
forever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Stamina-wise,
He can
probably.
push 12 miles an hour. He's whipping it for
What
like,
is yours is a koi fish?
Yeah, exotic pet. Yeah, koi fish.
Wouldn't
Yeah,
an
for sure.
octopus be cool? Like a big
Nah,
tank with an
I think that's
octopus
an
in it?
alien. I think that's really aliens for real.
Mine, I just want a little monkey, bro.
Nah, man.
One of the
Monkeys are
little
crazy.
ones that
One of the little
can't-
ones that you got to put a diaper on and they're like silly.
and
Nah.
they can't rip your head off.
Yeah.
But they're still strong. Like they might be able to break a finger or something.
Oh,
And
for
like,
sure.
they just you ain't catching it.
I don't want to.
But-
Like Trevor was saying, I wanted to just roam around the house.
Nah,
Like
that's crazy.
but
bro. He gonna
apparently-
jump on the bookshelf, knock something down.
Listen,
I would plan
knock
for
the
that.
PS5
apparently,
over.
monkeys are smart. Apparently, you don't like they want to be with you once they get used to you. The problem is like they get so attached to you that if you like show affection to someone else, they might attack them.
Yeah.
That's the problem with monkeys. Like the one monkey that woman had, her like friend came over there
Oh,
and
bro, I
like
saw
ripped her
that.
face off.
Yeah.
That's insane.
It's insane.
But I don't want a monkey that big.
Nah, that was a chimpanzee, dude.
Yeah, we don't need all that.
You ever seen that video of that chimpanzee in like the hockey jersey and they're just getting stoned and just giving him
I ain't seen
oh
that.
my
Nah, I ain't seen
god,
that.
dude, that is hilarious. He's
Have
just
you
like
guys-
one of the bros.
Have you guys seen the TikTok guy that has the little monkey?
I haven't.
I
I
don't
forget
think
what
so.
they're called. It's a specific type.
I know
But
what
they
you're talking
only
about.
get
It's like,
like
the little
but they have
one.
real long tails.
Yeah.
And they like but
It's like
there's
a
a guy,
Zoboomafoo.
something like
yeah,
that.
like a
yeah,
lemur,
yeah.
like a lemur or a
Almost.
bush baby.
R.I.P. to Zoboomafoo. too.
Bro, listen, man. You know how many people I ask if they remember who Zoboomafoo was, and they're like, "What are you talking about?" I'm gonna tell you right now.
I was literally thinking exactly what he just said when you said that.
You don't know who Zoboomafoo is?
Off the top of my head, no, I don't.
Bro, he's like this. It was like this kids show where it was like they were in
Legend.
this. It was like, man, it's hard to even explain. But like they had real shots of the lemur named Zoboomafoo. They had like a real lemur, but like whenever they wanted him to talk and do shit, he was like this weird little
Never seen this guy?
clay feature.
It looks familiar.
What was that channel, bro? Did you ever have the TV channel that was like
It was like
kids
Kids Animal Planet almost.
well, this says PBS Kids, so this ain't what I'm talking about, but it was what am I thinking of? I'm thinking of a specific,
I think it was a Disney Channel. Like
No, it wasn't Disney, but it only played like old school stuff. Like you would see like the Wacky Racers and the
Is it
but I'm thinking
Boomerang?
maybe
Boomerang was old
Boomerang
Cartoon
was fire,
Network
I remember.
cartoon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because a lot of Scooby Doo came on Boomerang.
Scooby
Tom and
Doo,
Jerry.
Tom and
Tom and
Jerry.
Jerry.
Tom and Jerry is goated for one thing.
Nah, it was like I'm thinking of one specific game show, and it was like the Temple.
Oh,
Had, like,
Legend of the
temple.
Hidden Temple.
That shit was fire, bro.
Bro, I remember being like
that was
I remember
crazy,
being like
bro.
4 or 5 years old.
What
And that was a Nickelodeon show.
yeah, but there was a channel and it only played hits like that. You had like
yeah.
Saved by the Bell in the morning.
Oh.
Then you
It was
had,
like the logo was like like a face and the mouth was real wide and it said like Nick something in it.
I don't. Yeah. Going back to the Zoboomafoo thing one more time.
Yeah, talk about it.
A couple years, not a couple. I was like probably 19, but like 2 houses ago, like where I was living, my friends would come over and they would just get stoned, and they got me to smoke with them one night, and I was stoned. And they just turned on Zoboomafoo, and it was just tripping
crazy.
me out, dude. Like,
Bro.
he was just like, he was real one second, and then the next second he was Clay, and he was talking. I was like, this ain't for me, bro.
I feel like that's probably like top 3 best things you could watch while high.
Dude, it's just like weird. I don't know. It's like, I watched this as a child. Like, why?
Yeah. I definitely didn't watch it as a child, but yeah.
Listen, when we get popping and we sign a deal, bro, we bring in Legend of the Hidden Temple back. That's our thing.
Dude.
I'm speaking that into existence right now. And if Nickelodeon you bring it back and we're not a part of it, I'm gonna be pissed off.
I would love to like
that's a goal. That's a 10-year
recreate it.
plan right
Let's
there.
research it and make a comedy
I'm
skit
deep-
based
I'm
off
deep-
of it.
No, we
Yeah.
need to make it like
Yeah.
we need to do it like a competition, like us 3 and we get a couple other people and we like really do it.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
We might have to cut this though because we're giving away too much sauce.
I'm
Nah,
trying to
we
figure out
good.
this damn TV channel that it used to come on, man.
I know what you're talking about, bro. I just can't think of it.
It just tells me Nickelodeon, but that wasn't it. There was a specific TV channel
It
that
was like the retro version of Nickelodeon.
Yes, and it had all the hits on it.
You remember
The
Ned's
children probably don't even know what I'm talking about.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
Ned's Classified School
Oh, yeah,
Survival
yeah,
Guide?
yeah.
Dude, that's
I thought
on
you said,
something,
I thought you said Next, talking about like the MTV dating show,
Oh,
and I was
that's
like,
also
remember,
fire.
I remember that one too.
Bro,
and, like,
on the bus?
I remember Ned's Declassified.
retrospective, that was a crazy show.
I've watched that show in this house. It was on Paramount, I think, and I just turned it on there and I was watching. I was like, I used to think this show was corny and like crappy, but I still liked it. But like watching it now, I look back like that shit is funny.
It aged really good.
It's funny,
I
still-
went back and watched it, but
It's
I-
like corny and goofy, but it's funny.
the main actor on it,
this is legendary.
the child actor who played Ned, did a podcast, and he was talking about
Actually, I think the girl and someone else have like a whole podcast
him
about
and the
show.
girl. They
Okay,
do.
yeah.
It's like there's also a podcast that Always Sunny does.
Okay.
What they do is they go in a studio, they watch the old episodes, and then they talk about it. It's like a director's cut, but a podcast for
yeah,
the show.
yeah.
But bro, he was talking about how like child acting and doing all of that, and then him and the girl, the main girl, Ted and Mosby, I think, or no, that was
Mosby was the other dude.
yeah.
Was it Mosley?
No,
Mosley.
Mosby was the dude off Zack and Cody.
Yeah, her name was Mosley.
Mosley.
Yeah,
They actually dated in real life
yeah.
right after the show, which was crazy. He was talking about that. It was a really good podcast. It was called the Iced Coffee Hour.
It's something like that. I've seen it. Like I haven't seen it, but they advertise on a lot of stuff. It's got. Never mind. I was about to just go into a whole thing, but it's got to be like a CBS business thing because like. It's
Oh, we ain't
always
gonna
on,
talk
like,
about that.
fantasy baseball shit that I listen to that I hear stuff like that and it's Paramount, but whatever. Anyway,
But yeah, those old shows, bro. Like Ned's Declassified was kind of like the next era after Legend of the Hidden
Yeah.
Temple, because I was so young at that era.
that was like the first point where I
Bro,
went from
what was
like
the one
cartoons to like. At least for me, like watching like it was like Scooby Doo. Oh, see, my thing, I started watching Sports Center really young too, so like
sure.
I didn't really watch a lot of cartoons. It was
I
like
watched a lot of
Scooby Doo,
cartoons.
and then it was
Same.
like a lot of sports, and then
Bro,
the real life like.
remember
shows
the
like
Amanda
Ned
Bond
Declass-
show?
I do remember that, but I remember
What show?
all that.
Amanda Bonds.
Oh yeah.
I remember she got her own show, but she was on all that, right? Mm-hmm. And I remember all that with everybody.
Yeah.
Then Keenan and Kel,
Oh yeah, classic.
watch that.
Bro, I want to watch The Good Burger.
Dude, they're supposed to be making Good Burger too.
Yeah.
I think they were a couple of years ago. I doubt it's gonna be
Come
a
out.
thing. Yeah.
Dang.
I doubt it because like you can't use the same actors
Why can't you?
because they're 40.
I mean, they made How High too.
They used different actors,
yeah.
but that one wasn't. It's like it was okay, but it was nothing like the original. Dude.
the remakes are never as good as the original.
It was just cool to see Lil Yachty in something.
Shout out to Lil Boat, bro. He's fire.
Oh, Little Yachty was in that Kai Cenat short film.
Was he?
Of course, yeah. They're
Y'all
like
gotta
homies.
watch that, bro. It's like Rush Hour inspired. It's so good. I just want
Dog,
to shout it on
Rush
the pod,
Hour is so funny.
because I don't know if
I've
y'all
never
watched
seen
the
Rush
stream.
Hour.
Bro, we're watching Rush Hour whenever we get done with this. We got
We're
to.
going to get some food. I'm hungry.
I'm
dude.
definitely hungry.
You can
But
probably hear my stomach talking.
so Kai did a stream it's called an IRL stream in Japan, and one of his fans walked up, and it was this I don't know, but one of his fans walked up, and he was like just being crazy on the stream. His name was Bruce, I think, and but that guy is who acted with him in the short film.
Okay.
So it's really cool to see like his fan walk up to him, and they made like a viral clip when he walked up to him. And then I read somewhere that he had like 3 days to make the movie with the fan because he had to like fly back or something. It was crazy, but it's good.
Cool.
And it like reminds me of what we're doing because it was kind of like an extended skit. It was like 15 minutes long.
Yeah.
But it was good. It was
That's
really
fire.
good.
We gotta plan some shit after this one, but
Yeah, we
skate game about to go crazy.
well, I mean, if we can make things that are actually genuinely funny and good with the quality of the commercial, we're out of here, man.
Yep.
I'm just telling you that because like we were talking, how many people blew up doing like skits, but they like filmed them with their phone. We're out here making like movie quality shit.
But you have to, if you want to make a good skit, it has to be a good skit first. And that's why you see
Exactly.
people blowing up on the iPhone 5C camera.
Yeah, I
Because
know.
it's funny.
It's funny.
It's good.
So imagine if you could capture that same comedy with
But,
the good
yeah.
quality.
I miss Vaughn. Vaughn
I was
fire,
never on
dude.
that wave, man.
Vaughn
Bro,
was
I
fire.
made a Vine. I made one Vine.
See,
ever.
I was kind of popping on Vaughn. I had like 9,000 followers.
Was you making Vines or just reposting?
I had this one. My neighbor, he was a kid. Like he was like 4, 5. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? And I would be mowing the grass. Like he would always come out. He had the crazy redneck accent. He's like, "Hey, Brandon," and like he'd always be like, "Oh, what's up?" And I'd like drive over there to him. And then I get close and I'd turn it on fast, and I'd like, you know, and he would like take off running, and like they all got crazy views all the time.
Really?
Yeah, like there was this one he like took off running and like
I know who you're talking about. Every time that I made
it looked like a I don't know, like you seen those videos where it's like the dude starts running and he gets real small and like runs away.
yeah.
Like he looked like that.
I used to take videos of him doing stupid shit at my old house. He was
funny,
grown
dude.
up at this
Yeah.
point, and like everyone always thought it was so hilarious.
No, it was his little brother.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
he was like a kid. He was cool. But it was just funny.
Vine has so many like classics on it.
Classics, and it birthed a lot of people, bro. Like you don't really
Oh, yeah.
realize it.
A lot of
until,
people
like,
don't realize it's the same people that are like popping on YouTube.
that took the Paul brothers to a different level. That took a lot of the YouTube bigger people now. Like they started on Vine.
Yeah.
The same way people are doing with TikTok now.
It's
like
very similar.
starting it there and then like changing it and becoming bigger.
TikTok
Like,
is like Vine on steroids.
what a flop by Twitter for buying that and then not doing nothing with it.
I know.
They bought Vine?
Yeah.
Back in the day. Yeah.
They bought Vine just to shut it down.
Oh, I remember it was like a couple years ago they said they were remaking Vine, I think.
It never caught.
did.
Just like they
Never
were
happened,
remaking fucking MySpace.
We don't need another social media.
No,
we really don't.
And I feel like it's so impossible for them to make a new social media.
Yeah.
Because like they try to do it with Threads. That lasted 3 days.
Just every new idea that comes out, they just incorporate it into
Exactly.
the two big ones. So
And it's like, okay, so I'm still using the same thing.
Yeah.
You know, it's weird. I don't know. I feel like if you're going to make a social media platform, you really got to stand out in some way, and it's really got to be for a different purpose.
I have this idea in my head where I want to make really good Instagram posts and like I want to take pictures for them and be comedic on there, but I can never actually like
It's
It's like whenever you're trying-
yeah.
Every time I think to do it, I'm like, bro, I'm talking to my fucking phone. Like, what am I doing? But that's what you got
But
to
I have
do.
the ideas to make really good Instagram posts. And I think my most recent Instagram post, follow me on Instagram, Cameron Perko 5. But I thought it was really good.
like
Bro,
that
it got
shit.
like 23 likes.
I put it on a story. You know, I
It
put
got
you
like
out there.
23 likes, man.
Just gotta build it, man.
I feel like whenever you're trying is whenever it never works. I was always like
Yeah.
that with social media. Like I
For
was,
sure.
I think it's just consistent. I think the more you put it, the more it pops up on people. The suggested, it's all
like with my car stuff.
because
It's
they
so
want
much
people
easier.
to stay on there. So like the people that are putting the most shit on there, they're
Yeah.
gonna
Yeah,
get
of
pushed.
course.
You know, like
So the car stuff has a built-in audience. It's a car, so it's not me. So I can post pictures and videos of it every day. So if you could figure out how to do that with yourself,
Yeah.
You know,
I'm
it-
also not like, I don't want it to be like a selfie.
Yeah, I
Instagram.
know,
You know what
man.
I'm saying? Like, I
Trust me, I
don't.
know.
over there is fire though. The one that y'all just made.
Oh, yeah. We got to work
that's
with
what I'm
that
saying.
one.
That's an accident. Like it just,
Yeah.
It's that type of stuff.
yeah. We just got to be, we got to be quick with the phones. I think.
That's a
I need
fact.
to get better at social media.
Me too, but it's such a
I'm
chore,
not good
bro.
at it unless it's about
You're
a car.
more consistent, though.
Because it's about a car. It's not about me.
That's fine. It doesn't have to be about you. People make TikToks of accounts of their dog.
Oh, I know.
They never show their face. It's just their
Molly,
dog.
Molly's
And
got
they
an
be
IG page,
They be
bro.
getting paid too.
Yeah.
Bro, I got
The
people.
dog ain't making no money.
I ain't posted a picture of Molly in 6 months, and I still got people in there trying to send her fucking treats and toys and stuff to post on Instagram.
You're like, nah, you gonna mess her stomach up.
Bro, she just gonna puke it up. That's what she does.
I've listened.
She
We need
throws
to get
up.
Molly on the pod.
I wish I could, man. She's just too wild. She's gonna be in the mic going, you know. I ain't
That's getting clipped.
yeah.
little Joe Rogan moment.
All right, we 25 more minutes in right here. I'm gonna finish this quick story, bro. I know y'all hate wrestling, but like
I didn't know
this shit's crazy right here.
Tell it to the people. Don't tell it to us.
Samoa Joe right there, black and white trunks. He's crazy. Like watching him, it's crazy. Like doing all this, cause like
Wait, is this live?
yeah, it just puts me back into like a time of like he used to wrestle for TNA, which wasn't WWE, and it came on like a different a random time, and he was like it was when he was younger. He was like I would always stay with my grandma, and like it was always on the day that TNA came on because I could stay up later at my grandma's house, and it was just to like watch Samoa Joe like on the TV. It was crazy.
All right.
But yeah, we going on a break. I'm gonna watch
Bro
this
was
shit.
bro was not.
We back.
We back in this thing. One
Hello.
time for the one time.
Hey,
Y'all gotta
Hey.
steer the ship for a second. Headphones.
I just got, we was kind of talking about it earlier. I had a general question. Who's the best Spider-Man?
who's my best Spider-Man?
Who is the best Spider-Man to
Dude,
you?
it's I mean, to me, definitely Toby. Like
Toby?
you, like I like the other guys, but you don't get like he's just funny. Like especially in the you get this kind of comedic side of, especially in the third one. Whenever like he's supposed to be like the epitome of sexy, and he's just like dancing and he's like
and he's like going.
and he's like got his hair kind of like he would say, "'Cause tonight will be the night that I will fall for you."
I don't think he said that, but I know what
No,
you're saying.
No, he looks like an emo kid, and he's like,
Headstrong will take you up.
yeah. So, and then like you get all the funny like TMZ shots of him, like whenever he's trying to pull
I
out.
did see when he's trying to pull out the car.
He's
and
just
like,
he's literally
get off the car.
he's literally just driving a Volvo station wagon.
Okay, but that has nothing to do with him being Spider-Man.
It's just not. But I'm saying this is why he's like, for one thing, the 3 movies that he's in, well now 4, but the 3 that were his movies were great.
Okay.
Like they were just great. Like I don't know, it's nostalgic to me. My grandma took me to watch
The
the
only
first one as a
Spider-Man
little kid.
real life movies I've ever seen are the Tobey Maguire ones.
You've never seen any other Spider-Mans?
No.
The
But-
other
So I
what's-
can even get your opinion on
No,
that.
the best Spider-Man to me is the Amazing Spider-Man, the animated version.
okay.
That show was crazy.
I used to read the comic books.
Okay, let me break it down for y'all. Tobey Maguire is the best Spider-Man. No. Tobey Maguire is the best Peter Parker.
I don't know, man.
And I think that the middle guy, Andrew Garfield,
he's the
I
worst
think
one.
he's the best Spider-Man.
I think I started that one, but I didn't finish it.
But
That's
I
the one
think
with
that
Doc Ock in it, right?
Tom Holland, no,
No.
that's the first ones.
Oh.
I think that Tom Holland is the best mixture of both.
I think that he's really good because like the only thing that I can say about Tobey Maguire that kind of doesn't fit is that like Spider-Man was always like this he was a kid and he had like
Tobey
kid
Maguire's
humor.
38.
Exactly. He didn't really have that. The Tom Holland, that's his name. He does a really good job at that. He really does seem like the kid Spider-Man. And I really like the Miles Morales
I started
stuff
to say,
too.
why y'all don't like Miles?
I like
that's
Miles.
because he hasn't been cast as an actor.
Yeah,
I'm
but
asking
I
who
like
is
the
the
cartoon.
best-
So
ones.
he's just in the game, and like in the
No,
comic book?
they have a cartoon like the
Oh.
Spider-Verse.
I'm asking who is
Oh.
the best Spider-Man actor. That was my only question.
I like
right?
Toby.
You're Toby. Your opinion don't matter. I think that Tom Holland is the
Y'all can
best
have
Oh,
it.
that's a strong opinion. I mean,
because I think he does both.
I'm
both
not
a-
really good.
I'm not
He
a
does.
movie watching guy though.
Yeah, you're not.
Like
I
I don't.
love movies.
Like
I really like movies. I don't have a lot of time to watch movies as of
Me either.
late, but
Whenever I get to sit down and watch one, I enjoy it because like I'm into it for more than just the story and stuff. I love watching the way things were shot and things were filmed.
See,
You
I
know,
don't
I like
really-
to do that type of stuff.
I don't think about it when I'm watching a movie.
I do.
But when I see a scene or I see something happen that like really gets me, I'm like, oh, let me understand why they did this or how this worked.
Yeah. I just like seeing like the different color grading choices. I'm gonna catch a lot of hate for this, but I never thought like Blade Runner, the newest one, was that great of a movie. But I fucking love like the vibe of like
So you
the
guys are more
colors
into
and-
like the cinematics and
I am.
I think
the
he is.
visuals and
Like Blade Runner, you catch a vibe from Blade Runner, like the whole like just the colors, the way that they make the world look, and like what they think the world was going to be in those years.
Yeah.
It's just like super cool, like the sounds and just how weird it is. Like I really love that.
A couple good examples.
It makes
of-
you feel so like lonely in a weird way, in like a satisfying way.
couple examples I have of like the vibe being captured in a good way cinematically are very similar, but it's Breaking Bad.
Yeah, I agree.
How they do desert scenes and like
I agree with you on that.
the
yeah.
whole like you really feel like you're in New Mexico, like in Albuquerque with
They make it seem so fucking boring, but like under like in the background, they got all this wild shit going on.
And then I don't know if you've seen Ozark.
I've watched a few of it. I couldn't really get into it.
It's the same thing. I've heard it put like this. It's the same vibe, but Breaking Bad is yellow, Ozark is blue.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like the color grading stuff.
Yeah.
Like, it's the same vibe, just a little bit different.
And
Because
I've-
like on the face of it, it's a family that lives at a lake.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. But like you said with Breaking Bad, underneath that, like the layer below
All the
that,
normal stuff.
it's so wild.
Yeah, there's just wild shit going on.
And the main actor, Jason Bateman, he like wrote and directed it.
yeah.
So it's really like
And he's-
diving into his mind and like,
He's good too because like he's been in a lot of comedy stuff.
Oh,
He can
yeah.
really do anything.
yeah.
That's what they said about the guy, the main actor in Breaking Bad. I can't remember his name, but he really
Walter White? No, I'm just kidding.
he just got casted in something else.
he really deserves
It's, like,
credit
pretty big.
for being a good actor because like you
Oh,
can
yeah.
really see his range. And he was in Malcolm in the Middle. He was the dad on that, and like that's
Started to
not a
say, but
serious show.
With the acting stuff too, though, bro, is like once you're that kind of character, like you can go be anything else, and like you bring along that character.
a little bit of them, yeah.
So like when people see you, it's like you it's like holding on to like an IP that you don't have and you're not even trying to
Yeah.
use,
I will say,
but you get automatically.
like, he will always be
Walter
White.
Heisenberg.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
will always be Walter White. Like,
yeah.
All the memes and stuff, man, they kill me.
And
Tobey
every time
Maguire
you-
will always be Spider-Man.
And every
Yeah.
time you see him in something else, you're like, oh, that's da da da.
Yes, but
And then
with Breaking Bad, I didn't look at. I wish I knew his name.
I don't.
Bryan Cranston, I think.
Maybe I don't know.
But I
never
never
watched
looked
Breaking
at
Bad
him.
either.
oh my god, dude, you gotta watch.
I never
that.
looked at him as the dad from Malcolm in the Middle.
Nah,
Because
never.
I think it's like you were saying. Once you get that big of a role, then you'll like.
Did they
No.
even know that it was that big of a role? Did they know that
No,
show was
not at
going to
the
be the
time,
biggest
but
show
by season
ever?
4, they probably did.
Yeah,
I don't know. Like Breaking Bad, it was. It
But
was
it's also
huge
kind of
on
cold. That
TV.
was like the first. Was it?
Yeah, because it was AMC. It was
was
what put
before
AMC on the
Netflix.
map.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say it's kind of like one of those first like binge watchy shows that ever.
dude,
came
I
out,
loved
right?
it. Once I started watching, I couldn't stop.
I've
I
watched. I've
remember-
watched it all the way through like 4 times.
What's the guy who plays the new Batman?
Ben Affleck.
No.
No, that's the old Batman.
He was in Twilight and
Robert
Oh,
Pattinson.
Yeah.
I'm gonna catch hate for this, but he's the best Batman.
No, absolutely.
No, he's not the best
bro.
Batman.
He is.
He
Ben
was a
Affleck
good
is-
Batman.
He's the best. He caught the vibe that Batman's supposed to have for me.
What?
I think you just like the director of that movie and how he makes movies.
I mean, that movie's badass, and you're
It ain't
right,
better than The Dark Knight Rises.
it's not.
dude.
As a movie, it's not.
I'm sorry.
Come on, man.
I'm sorry, but like he fits that just really
But
dark.
Ben Affleck doesn't. Talking about I'm Batman.
Never do that again in the mic.
Come on, man.
But
Nah, I'm
He go
sorry.
crazy.
I
And he's
liked-
also
I
in the
liked-
best movie of all time, or not best, but my favorite movie, The Town.
That's a good one,
That's
I've
my
never
favorite
seen that
movie.
one.
That's pretty good.
I did like the vibe of the new Batman.
dude.
I really
I
did. I
haven't
liked
watched
how it was like almost like grungy and like
Yeah,
nasty
dude,
and like nobody really caught that feeling out of Gotham City.
They really
like they did.
captured what I felt like Gotham City and like what like Batman's supposed to be this lonely, depressed. His parents got killed. Like he really just captured that
Yeah.
for me. And really, the only other movie that really captured Gotham really good was the Joker movie that recently
That new
came out.
Joker was wild.
It was
Did you
wild.
See
I
that one?
haven't watched that.
That
either.
one will really
Oh,
make
dude.
you feel
I
deep
watched
and dark.
the,
yeah.
What was the first one with Jared Leto?
What?
The first where he was.
Oh,
isn't
the
that
oldest ones, right?
Jared Leto. Isn't that the new Joker?
No.
Ain't that his name?
No.
Who is that?
That's
Who
that's
is-
I'm gonna say this wrong on purpose. That's Jacqueline Phoenix.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Who's Jared Leto?
Jared Leto's the lead singer of 30 Seconds to Mars.
Oh yeah, I thought he was an actor. I don't know why.
No,
I thought he was the old Batman.
He was the Joker in the Suicide Squad.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
That was.
He was also the lead singer of 30 Seconds to Mars.
That's
love
the only
how some of these-
That's the only the new Joker that I know.
He was an awful Joker.
That's what I was about to
Because
say.
he was like wacky, like, wow, I'm the Joker. Like,
That
it was
like
terrible.
that was like the
So-
last new Joker I've seen.
I love how some of these actors that take their acting roles really serious. I love how some of them are scared to do the biggest movies of their career because they're scared that they're going to get typecasted, especially when it comes to superhero stuff. They don't want to get typecasted as that. I'm like, it's the biggest bag. I don't know if you ever seen the show Entourage, but like Vince in the show, they want him to do Aquaman, and he's like broke at the time, and like it's going to be like $12 million or some crazy shit. And his agent's trying to get him to do it. They're sitting at a basketball game, and he's like, he doesn't want to get typecasted. He said, "Oh, really?" While they're sitting at the Lakers game, his agent goes, "There's Batman, there's Spiderman, there's the Green Lantern." He's like, "They're all typecasted as fucking rich guys." It's like that's how I feel about
Yeah.
it
That's a
too.
fact. And if your business is right, I mean, you get toys, you get merchandise.
Oh, tons of-
Have you guys seen The
longevity
Boys?
Money.
I love The Boys.
I've started it. I like it a
Oh,
lot.
they just put the boys in Call of Duty.
yeah,
they?
they did. Yeah,
Yeah,
their
you can be
skins.
Homelander.
Yes,
You can be Homelander, Starlight.
fire.
I got the Black Noir one.
dude, he's the coolest one.
I haven't
Zero
finished the
lines
show.
in the show.
He
Really?
doesn't
Black Noir
speak.
doesn't speak one time.
So he's like Snake Eyes.
The
from
Call of
G.I.
Duty,
Joe.
the Call of Duty voice lines, none.
Yeah,
Best part about that, you don't have to hear him say "grenade out." Like,
Yeah.
none of that.
dude, I love that. I really like The Boys because it's just like, the superhero movies, the big ones, they're always scared to get really dark and gritty, and I feel like that is a good representation of what it would actually be like if you had superpowers. Like if
Yeah,
you
it
melted
would be
somebody.
nasty.
Exactly. And not only that, but the fact that these people, I love how they capture how in real life, if there were superheroes, how famous they would be. They'd have agents, people would care about their followers, and they would have egos and all. They wouldn't be selfless like they are in these movies, how they're supposed to be.
Yeah.
How could you?
Um,
There's a terrorist over in Pakistan. I need you to go take him out. You just fly in there. They're
Yeah.
fucking shooting you with RPGs. They just bounce off you, and you just ray them in half and like, okay, job done.
and then go back and
Yeah,
I agree.
dude. It's crazy.
The reason I bring it up though is because just like Heisenberg, just like all these big actors, Anthony Starr, the guy who plays Homelander, he will always be Homelander.
yeah.
Like it will be so hard for him to get another role where it's like,
Just
who
something
is that
completely
guy?
different.
You could never
yeah.
go be another super role or super role.
no,
a
you can't.
superhero.
Like,
Nah, a
like
different
Tony
one.
Stark can't be, or
He can't go be any kind of superhero.
you're always going to be
ever.
Tony Stark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like
It'll be
that's-
like you're.
I think that's kind of a benefit though.
Yeah.
Like which superhero? Because all the good ones are gone.
Yeah.
Unless they're making a new one.
if you make a superhero movie that stars a an actor who played the role in another big superhero movie, I feel like you're automatically making your movie an off-brand.
Yeah.
And that's the issue too a lot with like new superhero stuff is because like
When someone
The Boys is an original IP. So like they have all these characters that people can be. But like all of Marvel's gone.
Yeah.
All of DC is gone.
Yeah.
So now you've got like the new John Cena show, the superhero thing where he wears the weird looking helmet.
Have you ever
I've
seen the
seen
Punisher
the
show?
The Punisher show? That's another good
it's
example.
A good show though.
I do agree with that.
It's dark and gritty.
The Flash
and-
was good too.
I do think they
I heard
did
that.
a lot of so much of the superhero stuff so fast and all at once.
Well,
That's
It's
what I
like,
tried
it's
to say.
Marvel, dude.
It's like, and they all go together into the
so
story.
it's like hard to watch.
It's
them.
hard to put it all together.
Me and my girl, we went back and watched like in order,
Yeah.
like how you're supposed to watch them. It was a little
Like
bit out
the
of
Winter
order of how they came
Soldier is
out.
first.
Yes.
You gotta watch like 3 bad Captain America movies at the beginning.
Bro,
His are
by
bad,
by
dude.
like
They're
the
not
6th
good.
or 7th movie, after that they're all dog shit.
Yeah.
They're all bad.
Yeah.
And especially the
They're
new
just
Marvel
money
stuff
grabs.
is so bad, dude. It's so bad.
But it's just the budget is so high.
The
on those
budget is
movies
infinite.
is-
There's no budget.
how do you make a bad? Like
It's not that like the movie as a movie, like with the CGI and all is amazing.
Yeah,
but
of
like
course.
the stories and like the just
yeah,
it's like they did it too fast. They didn't execute
They
it
should have
correctly.
stopped at Infinity War.
Yeah.
It should have ended.
Yeah.
They should have
Um,
never kept making
but
movies.
see, you can always go to a different comic. You know, like there's so many comics. Like you can
Deadpool.
Not only that, but they
always
have
go back and
Deadpool
tell
is dope.
a different story. You know,
And
make
he's
it a
one of my
different thing.
favorite actors. Is that Ryan Reynolds?
Yeah, he's cool.
He's-
I did watch the
I-
Deadpool.
I
movies.
love that guy.
The first one.
But I'm gonna
like
tell you,
Ant-Man too. Paul Rudd's cool.
yeah, how in the hell Superman is the number one most known superhero of all time? Why is there not a good fucking Superman movie? There's not one.
Not a good new one.
I
Like,
think- I'll tell you
that
the
was
issue.
the
They're
that was
trash, dude. All the ones they
I
had
think
are
the
trash.
old Superman movies were the best superhero movies for their time, which is what made
I'm talking about
Superman
now with the technology we have.
Well, let me finish. I think so. Like, I think that's why Superman was so big. But like, at this point, I think it's probably Spiderman or Batman.
Gotta be Spider-Man.
Like, it's got to be
I
Spider-Man.
love Spider-Man.
I'll tell you why there's not a good Superman movie. It's because Superman is the most boring, one-dimensional superhero you can have.
Okay.
Yeah.
He came from another planet. He's really strong. He's got laser vision.
Yeah, he can do anything.
His
Cool.
weaknesses is kryptonite and white bitches.
Cool. Like that's such a like Batman's parents died, so now he's distraught and like has all these issues.
Dark, yeah. There's a
It's
story.
dark.
there.
Yeah, there's a story. With Superman,
Iron
it's
Man
like
has infinite money and bought his way to be.
Superman's
you know
scared of rocks and bad with women
what I'm saying?
and has laser vision. Like you can't. It's hard to write a story that's cool about that.
I just think
feel it,
DC, like, I don't know, like they made good
Am I
Batman
Superman?
movies.
Chill out.
Yeah.
But all the best
The
Batman movies weren't
Wonder-
made like directly with DC.
Yeah.
Because like you know how some movies are like in association with.
yeah.
That's how like the Dark Knight Rises, all of those are. They're in association with DC.
Those are
so they
good
can
movies.
use the IP.
Yeah.
Those are all
Those are
good
some of
movies.
the best. Those
Yeah.
are probably the best superhero movies ever.
Yeah,
I
they're
would-
definitely.
I would say so. Yeah.
Who was
Yeah.
the actor for the Joker in those? He passed away.
Heath Ledger, man.
Heath
He-
Ledger,
oh
yeah.
He was the best Joker.
Another
Absolutely.
legendary
Yeah.
movie.
They said he was going
R.I.P.
like.
to him. Yeah, he was.
Lords of Dogtown.
yeah,
He was
Is
also
that the?
in that.
Is that the skate
the
like
skateboarding
skate,
skateboarding?
surf.
Oh
I had
my
that on the
gosh, man.
PSP
Cuz, did you ever watch it?
hundreds of times. I
Dude,
had it on my
that's-
PSP.
That's
bro.
a tearjerker right there. Boy.
Oh, yeah.
That's, ooh,
Oh, what was the first
got
movie y'all ever
coached.
cried at? Lords of Dogtown.
probably Lords of Dogtown.
What was yours?
dude, y'all are gonna laugh at me, but you remember the movie Radio?
Yeah.
Nah, that's
Whenever his
sad,
mom
yeah.
dies, that shit's a
Nah, that's-
tearjerker for
Nah,
me.
Why
bro.
would we
actually,
laugh
I
at
would
you for
I would
that?
probably say remember
Because like
the
it's
Titans.
become such a meme.
No. I would say probably remember the Titans, bro. That's
Y'all are
probably
really
like
gonna
the-
laugh at mine then. Mine's Bridge to Terabithia.
Actually, I'm probably bullshitting with both of y'all. I'd probably shed a tear as a youngin' whenever Mufasa took damn Simba's dad out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fucked
Like that
up.
was sad.
Yeah.
He didn't have to do all that.
He didn't have to, man.
Do y'all know Bridge to Terabithia?
I've
Oh,
seen
yeah,
it, but
that's
it's been a
sad.
long time.
That's sad.
Yeah, bro. Because like, talk about being relatable.
Nah,
Like I was their age
Stop.
and had friends like that when I was that old, and I was like,
Yeah.
bro, I watched that movie by myself
There's
when I was
another
like
one that's
10
sad
years
as
old,
shit too.
and
They
it
made us watch in school, bro.
destroyed me, bro. Like I was done for months. I was like, bro,
It's the one with the dog, bro, and the girl.
Marley and Me.
No.
Shallow?
No. Because of Win Dixie.
yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. And that's what I was thinking of.
Yeah, that one's sad too.
Yeah.
Bristol Terrier Bithia.
Oh, y'all remember,
also sad. They made us
that
wa-
one's
They made us
messed
watch
up.
that in school too.
Y'all remember?
Yeah, we also watched Hotel fucking Rwanda in school. Like,
Yeah.
We
watched
also watched Never Back Down in school.
yeah.
So
yeah.
like,
make up your mind, one way or the
I
other.
don't-
Y'all remember the Where the Red Fern Grows movie?
That sounds so familiar.
It's the one where the kids
Oh,
got
Yeller
the two.
made me cry back in the
Old
day.
Yeller, yeah. It's like, Where the Red Fern Grows is like the kids got the two hunting dogs, the two red bone dogs, Ann and Dan, and he's
I
a
don't know
coon
that one.
hunter, and like his dogs
it's
died. Like
sad.
one gets attacked by a mountain lion.
Is it a lion or like a pig or like a
It's
bear? or
a
something?
mountain
It's
lion. Yeah,
crazy,
it's a cougar.
I don't remember that one.
It's a good one.
It's a tearjerker too.
I used to have a red bone named Ann. R.I.P. to Ann.
Good old dog, man. Ain't nothing like a good hunting dog.
No, there's really
This
not.
has been low key, kind of like a sad episode.
Yeah.
I don't
We
know
talked
why.
about crying at movies,
Yeah.
crying at movies, and your cat's gonna eat your head off when you die. And
I'm just letting you cat people know. He just scheming.
watch out,
He's scheming.
watch out, watch your back.
I figure one of y'all would go ahead.
Oh yeah, you wanna?
Nah, you take it from me every time, you know.
I'm trying to give it back to you.
Listen, guys, if you're still watching at this point, I just want you to know that I appreciate the hell out of you. It means the world to all three of us. We gonna keep it coming. We gonna keep it rolling. You know, we got a lot of shit in the
No
works.
Passengers, episode 10. Shout out Party Mike. Shout out Eddie's Pizza. Shout out Daytona Beats. Y'all got any shout outs? Go follow Cameron on Instagram. Go follow F80 Trevor. Go follow the pod.
Yeah,
we'll have our ats up here.
follow
all
the
that.
NLP boys.
I'm hungry, boys.
Same.
Let's
What
go
we
get
eating?
some food.
Let's get it.
Probably Mexican food again.
All the time.